issue has arisen as regards the recent call by Dr. Rowley in terms of his call to Mr. Farley Augustine and the members of the newly formed Tobago political party, or Tobago People's Party, to call fresh elections. Dr. Rowley has said that, look, they need to get a fresh mandate from the electorate, because he's basically saying this is not what the people of Tobago voted for when they voted them in on a PDP ticket. Now, that might be technically correct, but the question is, what is the position from a legal perspective? From a legal perspective, the THA Act is radically different from the legislation which governs the National Parliament. Legislation which governs the National Parliament makes it pellucid that if you enter the House of Parliament on the ticket of a political party and you no longer are a member of that political party, then you must vacate your seat and a by-election is called for your seat. So, in other words, if that had applied from a legal perspective, then of course Mr. Augustine and his followers will have no choice but to vacate their seats. However, the THA Act, which was crafted and drafted after these provisions were entrenched in the legislation governing the National Parliament, there is no such provision in the THA Act. So there's actually no legal imperative or no legal basis upon which one can say you will force them out of office from that perspective. There is, however, the moral and ethical consideration and the moral imperative, which may be something that Dr. Rowley is adverting to when he says that, look, they need to get a fresh mandate. But again, that is going to be up to the people of Tobago for them to decide if they wish to call upon their leaders to say, hey, listen, we think you ought to do this over and go and seek a fresh mandate now that you have formed this new political entity. So we basically have to wait and see how they wish to treat with it, and I guess how the people of Tobago wish to treat with it, because the people of Tobago may very well say, look, we're happy with things as they are, we don't wish to upset the apple cart, you know. But then if there is a sufficient groundswell of opinion and public sentiment to say, listen, hey, you need to go and validate this mechanism and this party that you have now formed by calling fresh elections, and if there's an overwhelming outcry for that, then I think the moral and ethical imperative will eventually compel Mr. Augustine and his supporters to do so.